Ugh.
Hi, welcome everyone to another Omake Ikuze interviews. I'm joined with Bishi,
Hello.
Jolly Yellow,
Evening, folks.
Ryuji,
Sup?
and the wonderful and lovely Pixie Belle Cosplay.
Hi.
Say hello to the people.
Hi, everybody. Hi, people.
Now, note this is our first interview this year since we came back, and I'm very happy that we can finally get her on. She's been a big fan of the show, and we're a good close friend. And we figured, hey, come on the show and show all your awesomeness to all the people out there. All right. First question, I guess I'll ask.
I was gonna say
Tell
before we start, for
Yes.
those of you out there watching on YouTube right now, there is a Q&A that we have. So if you would like to ask a question, please be sure to put it in the Q&A portion on the it actually had a link to join the Q&A on the video. So please put it there. We're actually monitoring that. We'll also try to monitor the comments for people who come in late.
Yeah, the Q&A makes things so much simpler, but I'll also keep an eye on comments and see what pops up.
But anyway, I'm sorry. Please go ahead.
All right. My first question will be, where did Pixie Belle originate from?
Like my name.
Yes.
So I'm like a huge Disney fan. And my favorite character from Disney is Belle. She's always my favorite character. I still look up to her, and it's still my favorite Disney movie. So that's where the Belle came in. And then Pixie is a combination of Tinkerbell and my height. I'm like midget size. And so when I was in school, I used to be called like Elf or Pixie or stuff because I was so short. And it was only like my friends who used to do that. So I thought, why don't I use that for my cosplay name? Because my first big cosplay I ever made, or like fully myself, was Pixie from X-Men. And then my second favorite Disney character is also Tinkerbell. So like all of that combined into Pixie Belle.
All right.
Might want to use a line that one of my friends uses. She claims that she's not a midget, she's fun-sized.
See, I have a vendetta against fun size candy. Not fun size at all.
No, what is fun about less candy?
That is depressing size.
Okay. Next question.
Always need more candy. Always.
Yes.
You said Pixie from X-Men was your first cosplay. What are some of the other cosplays you've done over the years?
Oh, geez. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to have to look at my page for this because there's a lot. Okay, so
That shows she's very busy.
I mean, I did cosplays before her, but they were all bought. So I consider Pixie being my first one because that was the first one that, like, I made things for, really.
Yeah.
But I've done Zidane from Final Fantasy IX, a female version. I've done Hitalia things. I do like Hitalia. I've done Black Canary with wonderful Toby in the background as Green Arrow. I've done Videl from Dragon Ball Z, Asuna from Sword Art, Sailor Mars, Rosette from Chrono Crusade, Vernova. There's a lot.
Better say awesome points for Sailor Mars.
Oh, I did just two versions. I did Eternal Sailor Mars and then the recent Bikini one.
Ah.
And I did Gym Leader Sabrina with my Haunter puppet.
Sabrina was awesome.
Thank you. Koto from Yu Yu Hakusho, Gender Bend Jace from Dragon Ball Z, Zelda, Miku, Ray from High School of the Dead, Mako from Kill la Kill. Lots of characters. And recently Hercules from Disney.
Yeah. Since you mentioned Sailor Mars, have you had a chance to check out the new Sailor and Crystal?
I have. I really like it. I do miss some of the like super duper facial expressions that the old one used to have. Like they used to be able to show more like crazy animation facial expressions, which was cool. And I really really don't like the transformation sequence. It's
Told you.
It's one of the ugliest animations in an anime I've seen in a long time. Not gonna lie.
See, I'd rather them just hand draw it and it'd be
I
fun.
think it would look much prettier hand drawn. I understand they were trying to do like something different with it, and I give them props for that, but
Yeah.
I don't think it came out how they wanted to. It's really weird and wonky anatomy, and just everything just looks really weird and out of place.
Okay.
I still like it.
I do like the new series.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just that one thing that I was just like, whatever. This kind of failed, this part.
But I'd say, what was one of your favorite cosplays you've done that you've had a lot of fun with?
I think actually my new favorite one is gonna have to be Hercules. I had a lot of fun wearing it, despite the fact that I thought my feet were bleeding at one point with this costume.
Ooh.
I hurt myself really bad with that.
Cosplay
But
gets
besides that, I think Hercules is my new favorite to wear, just because as I'm wearing it, constantly in my head is Zero to Hero.
looks like we're starting to get some questions in the Q&A here.
Yep.
Looks like first we got an Anthony Murray asking, who is that behind you?
This is Toby from Naruto.
Say hi to the people, Toby.
Spin that kunai like a gangster.
There you go.
Yes,
I'm sorry,
it's
but Toby
You
is
missed your
fake.
cue.
kawaii.
Another one from Anthony Murray. What are some new genderbender cosplays that you will do in the future?
I actually have a few. I don't really know. I'm trying to think. I don't really have too many gender bends coming up. It's actually more cosplays. Like, as I was telling you guys earlier before the show started, one of the things I'm going to be doing is Rock Lee, but a crossplay of Rock Lee, so full chest bound and everything, which is not that hard. I don't have a lot, so. And I'm going to be doing Kaneda from Akira as soon as I get, like, another $1,000 saved up to do that costume, because everything's going to be leather and ridiculous.
Leather tends to get expensive.
Yeah.
I should know.
Yeah. I already, like, found all the stuff for it, and I was like, this is close to $2,000, this costume. But it will look cool, and it's, like, all motorcycle gear. So I would probably be able to be on a motorcycle, get in an accident, and, like, not be as injured wearing this
Let's hope you
costume.
never get in an accident. How about that?
Yeah, that would work better.
Yeah, as far as gender bends coming up, though, I don't really have any. Hercules was, like, my newest one, and I did it. I just don't have photos of it up yet, because the con was this weekend that I went to.
I know that you do a lot of your costumes are made by hand, like you said. Out of all the cosplays that you've done, which has taken the longest?
Probably my Assassin's Creed Zelda.
Mm.
That one, I spent a lot of time on it. I think maybe almost a month, or maybe like 2 or 3 weeks if I put all the time I spent on it together. So probably that one. I'm pretty quick with making costumes, and I don't know if that's good or bad. Like Hercules took me like 3 days. Not
That
even.
just shows how good your skill is. That's
Yeah.
literally.
It took me 3 nights. So I guess like maybe a day and a half to make.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
That really isn't. Me Maverick sew this. Okay. Gray, I sewed it. Sew the glove. Can you take it off?
No.
No. What do you mean no? Did you sew it on too tight?
Maybe.
How tight is too tight? Like,
Did you sew it to your hand?
yes. I need to go to the hospital now. That actually did happen at one time. when I was
Alright.
Just
little.
cut the glove off around it and leave the stitches in place so they can act as stitches for the wounds. Yeah, nice.
Be so hard to sew together. um, any other questions, guys?
None in the YouTube channel and none in the Q&A. So
I might have one. But I say, what is your favorite convention to go to?
It's gotta probably my favorite one that I've ever been to is Anime North, but I haven't been in a few years. But the one I've been going to every year, that's my favorite, is probably Anime Next. That one's in New Jersey, in the Meadowlands Expo Center, I think. I might be wrong.
it's the, I believe, very beginning of June
Yeah,
in Somerset, New Jersey. I went not this year, but last year.
yeah, it's really fun. This year was probably the most fun I've had at it, since I've been going there for 5 years, I think, now.
I went for the LARP last year.
See, I never do the LARP. I always like kind of want to, but then I get like a chicken, and I'm just like, I don't want to stay in character.
LARP is one of those things of it is pure insanity incarnate.
I honestly just go to conventions to like see friends and to like show off stuff that I've made. Because I don't like enter the contests because they make me nervous, and I don't think I like would do well in the contest, and I don't really go to panels because most of them are like almost the same thing. If you've been to like more than 3 conventions, like the panels just start all being the same. When you start
Except
looking
for
at
ours.
Except for hours.
no,
Ours is
I mean-
always different.
there's always like a few like unique ones, but like the majority of them are like ones that you could see at any con, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Cookie cutter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Pokemon panel, the Italian panel, the panel
Yeah.
based on whatever the current hot anime title is right now panel.
Yeah,
The fandom panels.
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Fanfic writing panel.
but yeah, I haven't like been to a panel in a while because I haven't like seen one that I was like, oh, I need to go to this. This is really
I-
cool. Apparently I missed out on Team 4-Star though at Kineticon, and I'm like depressed over that. I love
Aw.
4-Star.
It's really cool that you're not really one of the competitive cosplayers. You're more so in it for the fun, creativity, right?
Yeah, I like making my costumes, and I really have met so many people who are like really important to me through cosplaying. So going to the conventions is a way to see them for the most part, because a lot of them are kind of a little too far to see like for a day. Like it'd have to be like maybe a day and a night visit kind of thing.
Yeah.
So instead, I'd rather just go to a convention and be like, now I get to spend the whole weekend with you. So that's why I go.
All right. We have some questions over in the YouTube comments. I'm gonna read this exactly how it's written. It's
Okay.
from Christina DiMarzio.
Oh,
Pixie girl, you look hella fine. Here's my question: what are your future plans? Also, why do you do so many costumes? So expensive.
Alright, so Christina is actually, me and her cosplayed this weekend together. I could actually just, I picture her voice exactly with that. That's why I was like laughing. So it was, what are my future cosplays and why do I do so many? That
What are
was
your
like-
future plans? What are your future plans? Also, why do you do so many costumes?
I do so many costumes because I'm an adult and I don't know how to control myself.
That's an honest answer.
I don't.
Yeah, that's
I
a very
actually,
honest answer.
it's more that I've done them over like a few, like a while, or it'll be like something that I know I could get done really quickly and easily for the most part. Like a lot of the cosplays I have, none of them are like insanely intricate or crazy or anything like that. Whereas compared to like some other cosplayers, you might be like, oh, they have fewer cosplays, but when you look at them, they're like insane and got all this stuff going on. Mine are like, oh, there's like 50 of them, but they're like super simple. So I think that's why I'm able to do so many, is because I pick characters like, oh, I just really like this character, and they just happen to be like a red dress and a wig. Like, there's nothing really to it.
Makes sense.
But as far as ones I'm planning on doing, I have only really one cosplay set in stone, and that's the Bravely Default group that my friends are doing. And I was going to be a DLE, and we are going to be doing it at Katsucon, and it's supposed to be each day is going to be a different class from the game. So like the first day is going to be their default costume, and of course Adia has the hardest default costume because she's the only one with armor on her costume. So I was like, oh yay, armor!
That's gonna be a lot of fun.
Whereas
So
the
much
rest of us go, armor, crap.
It's like armor that doesn't make sense either. I keep staring at this costume just like, I still don't even know. I don't understand it. She has armor not on her shoulder or her forearm. She has it in the middle of her arm, right here. And I don't know what that's protecting, really.
Her weenus. That's what it's protecting.
I don't know what protection the middle of your arm right here would give you when you have nothing on your shoulder. I don't know. Don't get it. Don't think I'll ever get it. I still don't even know what I'm doing for the other days for that group because I haven't picked which classes I want to do yet, so I have to do that. It's just, there's so many classes in that game and so many are awesome, but then you have to consider making all 3 costumes and the time to make each one well enough, so I have to pick ones that I know I can get done that are still also interesting to look at, not boring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Another one from Manny Rude. Have you thought about doing your own designs for cosplays? Maybe your own variation of a character or make an original character?
I've done some sort of things like that, kind of. Um, Hercules was loosely based off of gender bend artwork, but it was more like what I thought he would look like as a chick. So that was kind of one. Assassin's Creed Zelda was me and my boyfriend's complete and utter idea for that. There was no art or anything that we went off of. It was more like, okay, here's the Zelda character, and here's references from Assassin's Creed. And what could we take from Assassin's Creed that would fit with this character if they were an assassin? So, like, I made up a whole backstory for Zelda on what type of assassin she would be, and I based what I thought would be a good outfit for her to, like, something that she could actually move around in and do the things I was picturing of in that outfit. That one wasn't received too well, though, so I, like, kind of didn't want to ever make my own costume again after that.
You should never give up, though. If it was in your head, you thought it was right, you saw it was right, and it's something come out of your head, pretty much. It's original. A lot of people don't like original things, so you gotta worry. You don't have to worry about that. Just enjoy, as long as you're having fun and you put your heart and soul into it. That's all that matters.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
I really love seeing original ideas and concepts that come out of stuff. So.
Yeah, I've done a few photo shoots of, like, stuff I've put together that I have in my closet, like the kimono series that I'm slowly doing has been just stuff that I'm like, oh, I have a kimono-ish type thing. Oh, look, I got a new wig. Oh, I have that. Let's put those things together. Let's make something. So I've done, like, a few photo shoots like that where it's more like, I have all this stuff. Let's put it together and make my own thing.
See?
We have a couple things in the Q&A. First one, AW Drifter 02. Pixie, what's your favorite con, past or upcoming? So I'm guessing favorite ever.
Favorite ever was Anime North. I went in 2009 or 10. I can't remember which year. But that was the only year I ever went. And it was just like, it was like going to my first con again, kind of. Like, just going there just made me really want to be into going to conventions again. Like, the community was so nice. Everyone was the nicest people I've ever seen at this convention. It's in Canada. It's in Toronto, this one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty far. That's why I've only been once. but it was just such a wonderful community that it makes you want to like totally be involved with everything in the cosplay community. They're so nice. You just want to be part of their niceness. It's awesome. And they had like really cool things there. They had a sort of like a flea market on Friday night. It was only Friday night, and what they did was you could, if you got your own spot, like a table, you could sell old stuff, old anime, video games, manga, anything of your own stuff, and you went around and you got to like haggle with people and get some really cool old stuff. Like I got original Sailor Moon comics, I got Cardcaptor stuff. What else? I got a Kingdom Hearts art book that was out of print at the time.
Oh, very nice.
Kind of sounds like AWA. They have this thing called Super Happy Fun Sell.
Yeah, I know a few. There's very few cons that do that, like have that kind of garage sale flea market. That have that, and that was the only con I've ever been to that had
That ain't nothing to his business.
to me.
Mask, how does drink?
We also have Anthony Murray again. What is your least favorite con?
My least favorite con I've ever been to was not a con. On its first year I went, and I was like the only cosplayer, and there was absolutely nothing to do. Everyone was drinking. It's a 21 plus con, so I mean you assume everyone to be drinking, but like there was nothing to do because everyone was drinking. So like people were just constantly drunk, and I'm just like, I'm very bored. I walked around the center. It's like in a hotel. I don't know if it moved because I haven't even been to it since it happened, but I walked around the convention center absolutely bored out of my mind, maybe like 25 times. It was very boring. I've never had a more boring time at a convention than that.
There's one more in the YouTube comments. Derek Wong, are there any new and upcoming conventions you're looking forward to?
I know where you said that. There is a few new ones coming. There's ShinkoCon, that's a new con that I'm helping with, that is coming out in 2015. Is it okay if I plug it?
Oh,
You
yeah.
Pay your bills.
Go ahead.
You know, I got. Am I just? What was the name of that con again?
It's ShinkoCon.
Okay.
It's going to be in Secaucus, New Jersey. It's the 26th and 28th of June in the Meadowlands Expo Center. It's going to be awesome. And you can see it you can sign up and see all the cool stuff at shinkocon.com. But yeah, that
sounds really cool.
That's cool.
Kobe a straw.
Kobe's stirring his coffee with his kunai, apparently. Given that, you know, the blood off the kunai adds flavor to the coffee.
Oh yeah, I need a little
Take
bit
some
more
of the bitter out of it.
Diet.
Yeah, it adds a certain sweetness that you can only get.
Christina has one. Who is your cosplay idol?
That's probably like the one question I can't really answer because I don't really have an idol with cosplaying. It's not that like I don't look up to anyone. It's more like I just see a character and I'm just like, I want to be as best as I can to be that particular character. When I look at like other people who have cosplayed them, they like either sometimes get me like depressed and be like, oh well now I can't do it, or or I'm just like, oh they did like a pretty good job. I want to see if I could do better. So I don't really like idolize any other cosplayer because of that. Because I mean I have like friends who are cosplayers who I think are like really great cosplayers, and I definitely do think a lot of people are really really good and better than me, but I don't idolize anyone. Because we're all like, at the end of the day, we're all pretty much the same. So to me, it'd be silly to idolize. That's just my personal thing, though.
Okay.
can understand that. You don't want to take it to heart and get caught up in trying to be someone else or get caught up in a competitive spirit about it.
Yeah.
Up in that con drama.
That drama.
Well, okay, speaking since you don't do the, you stray away from the competitiveness and, the idolship, what are your thoughts on, because we talk about this on our show a lot, Heroes of Cosplay, what are your thoughts on that particular show? Because
I
it's been a
haven't.
while.
Yeah, I haven't seen the new season at all. Like
Not worth it.
I haven't seen it at all. I know my friend Miggy is on it, but I haven't seen it at all. So I honestly don't know what to say with it. I saw the original season, and the only reason why I got like annoyed with it is because my mom kept saying, "Why aren't you on that?" Like she kept bothering me with it. She's like, "You should be on the show. You should. Why aren't you on it? You can do what these people do." And I'm just like, "Cause I don't want to be on that show. I don't want to. I don't want people like watching me making shit with cameras, putting on TV, and then like forcing me to make up stuff just to cause drama. Why would I want that?"
Other cosplayers trying to make drama out of my business.
You wouldn't even get mad at the other cosplayers. You get mad at the production company. Your job with the production company is like, "Why? I don't want to do this. Like, but I don't care. I like her. I'm not mad at her. I just want to sit here and work on my stuff. Please get out of my room."
I just want to see my friends. Leave me alone.
Should be that one cosplayer. Like, I don't care what they're doing. I just want to do what I'm doing.
No, and that plus that, and then like, my mom would like ask like certain things that she'd see on the show, and she'd be like, "Oh, does this happen? Does this happen?" And I was just like, "Oh God, please no." So it was more like within people I knew who aren't part of the cosplay community who had seen it were like asking me if all these things were true about cosplaying, and it was just annoying me with that.
You weren't even on the show, and
Yeah.
they're asking insiders. Like, if you're on the show, it's like, "All right, is such and such really a bitch? Is such and such
Like, I
really?"
don't know, I haven't met them.
So they weren't asking you, like, maybe just generic stuff about cosplay. I guess they were trying to get specific about the cosplayers who were on the series. That's kind of odd, but
Yeah, it was like about the cosplayers and about like contests and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't do contests. I don't really know. I did a contest once and never again. Like,
Sounds like me.
Manny has another question. Your top 10 favorite anime.
oh, okay. I have to write this down. I'm gonna have to write it so I get 10 correctly.
Okay.
Or I'll just keep listing. Okay, so I'm not gonna put them in any order because I can't really put anime in order. Because my favorite ones are all kind of like even.
All right.
Definitely, one of my favorites is definitely Dragon Ball Z, and that's because that was like one of the first like animes that I got like really into. Outlaw Star might probably be, I guess, closest to being number one.
Yes, Outlaw Star.
Outlaw Star was the one anime that like when I was younger watching it on Toonami, when it was on, everyone had to shut up and leave the room. I had to pay attention to this show.
Yes.
If you're talking.
Yes.
I don't leave the house during the show. Don't tell me to do something during the show. Wait till the commercial. Like, that was me during that show.
I can just see you sitting there. Someone goes to open their mouth, and then it's one of those. You shut your whore mouth when Star Wind's on.
And no one talks except for me when the ending song is on, because I'm singing that shit. Like.
Which one? The first one or the second?
Both of them.
I was always singing the opening.
Ending songs. They were all great.
All right. That's two.
That was two, right?
Yeah.
Cowboy Bebop. And that's more like, I didn't like it when I first watched it. I think I was too young. And then I rewatched it, like, kind of recently, and I was, like, in love with it all over again. I'm a huge Chrono Crusade fan, and I feel like that anime does not get enough love.
It really doesn't. I absolutely love that series.
I think it's very well done. And Like no one, everyone's always like, "Oh, this is a cool costume. What is this even from?" I'm like, "It's from Chrono Crusade. It's good. You should watch it." Like,
It's freaking amazing. You'll enjoy it. The feels.
there's demons, there's nuns, there's boobs,
And there's guns.
and there's guns.
And the roaring 1920s.
And exactly, and there's 1920 slang throughout the whole anime. I don't know why more people have not watched it. I really don't. um, one of the ones that I really like that I sadly can't watch anymore because it's aged not well. I can't watch it with a straight face. Ronin Warriors. I just can't. I can't.
Over the top shonen.
I love it to death, and I'm not going to rewatch it because I tried to watch episode 1 again. I was like, nope. So I'm just going to keep the memory of it in my head instead.
Yeah.
Instead of rewatching it.
Some are better just in the memories.
I just want to keep the crushes I had in all of them in my head.
Everyone has a couple like that.
That's like meeting, like having this high school crush, and then you guys graduate, and then high school reunion, and he's gotten fat and bald and ugly. It's like, oh no, what happened to you?
Ooh.
Yeah, I had such a crush on Sage.
I bet
Blonde, and I always had a thing for blonde anime characters. Had such a crush on Sage. What was that? 5 or 4?
5.
5. Okay. Inuyasha. And it's not because of Inuyasha. I actually hate him with such a passion. He is my least favorite character on that show.
Who's your favorite character on that show, though?
Kagome.
Yep.
And then Shishomaru.
Shishomaru was a badass.
Oh my god, that's a whole separate conversation that I'm not even going to get into right now. What else? Sailor Moon, obviously. That has to be on there. I always Sailor Mars was always my favorite because I felt like she was like my anime character because she's an Aries like I am, and she was a fire sign, and because she was Aries, she was a fire sign. That's why she was fire. Because Mars is the planet for Aries and Mars and all that. But yeah. I always felt like connected to her because I'm like, if I was an element, I always know I'd be fire because of all these things, and I just loved her. And her and Kagome look alike, really, really alike. If you gave them the same outfits, it would be hard to tell who's who, a little bit. 7 or was that
7?
8?
That was 7. Yeah.
I'm gonna miss an anime, and I'm gonna get sad that I missed it.
You'll remember it.
I'm gonna put G Gundam.
Yes.
I don't even think I need to explain why it has to be in there. I'm missing animes. Sword Art's really good, but Sword Art should be on there. I really enjoyed Sword Art. Oh, Yu Yu Hakusho. Is that 10 now?
That is 10.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yu Yu Hakusho was a classic.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think, there's more that I like, but those are probably my top 10.
We have another question in our Q&A. Which character from Outlaw Star would you want to cosplay someday?
I love all of them. I really wanted to be Aisha Clan for a while, but then I was like, I'm really pale.
Makeup.
I know, but I think I would look terrifying if I ever had a tan of any sort. I think I would look like a monster. I would belong in Jersey Shore if I ever got a tan.
Oh.
It would be terrifying. So I stay away from that. But then I was like, oh, what if I be like Sakuya?
Mm-hmm.
The samurai one.
Yeah, I believe it's Sakuya.
I'm really short, so no. And then the only girl who I honestly didn't really ever like that much was Melfina. She just kind of got on my nerves a bit sometimes.
She
So I
had
wouldn't
that
be
Ashley
Melfina.
feel from RE4. It's like, come on, don't die. Come with me so you don't die. Stay here, don't die.
She dies.
So that kind of
I
leaves like Hilda.
I did like Hilda. Maybe I would do Hilda. She was really badass, even though she was only in it for a bit. She was badass. I guess
I
Nice Hilda is awesome.
Hilda just leaves a lasting impression. Just
she does. That's why she comes back in flashbacks, because she left a lasting impression
yeah.
on his body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to. I apologize.
It's all good.
That's good.
I actually have a question for you now. You listed off a top 10 a little while ago of kind of like your favorites and the ones you'll go back to, but what are you currently watching and or reading as far as anime, manga? What are you watching right now? What are you reading right
There's I like go on and off with anime because my job, like, I'm usually either wide awake when I get home or I need to go into like a comatose state by the time I get home. So it depends on how awake I am and if I have stuff to do. Um, but I started watching Sword Art Online 2, which I said I never was going to do because I knew the story already and I hated it with a passion. But I'm gonna give it a little bit of a chance. The first
That's
episode wasn't bad, but I'm gonna give it a tiny bit of a chance.
that's say you might want to also maybe check out Log Horizon.
Everyone keeps telling me that, and I just keep like pushing it back.
I even told you that.
I
It's
Tony
actually
told me that too.
now? Oh, the infinitely growing list of I'll sit down and watch that someday.
There's Sword
Yeah.
Art Online 2. I think I'm gonna when I get home I'm gonna watch Naruto because I haven't seen like any of Shippuden Naruto, like maybe like random episodes. So I should probably actually watch that.
That's gonna take
Yeah.
There's a new anime. I can't remember what it's called. It's about Momotaro, but it's a instead of Momotaro being a boy, it's a girl,
Hmm.
and she like it's the story of Momotaro, but a girl and the companions that Momotaro had, the pheasant, the monkey, and the dog, are like she can combine with them and gain their powers to
I
fight
know what it.
demons.
I know what it is. I can't think of the name.
It's like Momokyun Sword, I think. I think it's
Oh,
Momokyun Sword.
here's a short one you should
And that's
watch.
the brand new one off Crunchyroll.
I have a short one that you can watch.
What?
It's called Bento. It's an action one, just straight up action, and it's actually got a nice little concept behind it. But I'll tell you about it later on. But you should watch that one.
I keep forgetting to continue with it, but I like Nobunaga.
Yes.
No, not Nobunaga. Nobunaga the Fool. Sorry, that one.
Oh,
I like that one.
either one of them are both are good.
I like that one. When well, I don't want to give anything away, but when I saw Caesar, I was like, "Are you really, Caesar? Really? Why are you so busy? What's going on, Caesar?"
Well,
And then there's a thing called Kyosugiga, I think. And that is like, I haven't seen a really amazing, crazy art anime in a long time until this one. This one is like ridiculous with the art style, and I recommend it if you're looking for like a really cool artsy anime. Because the story's
Alright.
interesting as fuck, so I wouldn't even say it's got a good story, because I don't know what's going on. I don't. It's something Alice in Wonderland-ish. I don't know. She has a hammer
Um,
that she threw with stars. It's really cool.
we got another
LSD is a
question.
hell of a drug.
We got a question over in the Q&A part. From Anthony again. Who is your favorite character from G Gundam, and which character from the anime would you want to cosplay? I have an idea. I have a recommendation for that one because it's just cool as shit. I recommend you would do Domo. Just for shits and giggles, be Domo.
Oh my god. Okay, so you guys know Visor cosplay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he never saw G Gundam. I showed it. I told him, he was like, "What Gundam should I start with? Like, what's a Gundam I should get into?" I was like, "Go
Shame
watch."
on you. Shame on you.
I was like, "Go watch G Gundam." He was like, "Oh, you sure?" And I was like, "Yes, watch it." And then like I go on my lunch break at work, and he's like been sending me texts like, "This is so good. I want to be Domon," like all this stuff, and I was like, "Oh well, okay." So he's gonna be Domon, and I said I really wanted to be Rain because I always liked Rain, but like the pink suit thing, the pink suit version of Rain,
Okay.
which I don't really know how I would do that because it looks like it should be like latex, and latex is not fun. But I don't know if I'll ever actually do that. But that's probably who I would be.
All right. Um. Ooh. One thing's from Christina first. Then Derek has a question. She was saying when you were talking about it earlier, don't be so down on yourself, hon. You know that you're really pretty, right? Totally would agree. And Derek says, who is your favorite cosplay photographer? Bum bum bum.
Dun, dun, dun.
Shots fired.
Felix Wong.
Felix Wong. Oh my god. Felix is watching. I'm pretty sure he's just like hiding his face in embarrassment. Felix Wong. I'm really like close friends to a lot of photographers. So like I really can't like pick one because I really like all of them are like really different with how they shoot. So it's not like I could be like, oh well they shoot the same, but this one shoots nicer. Like they're all so different, and they all give me like a vast array of different photos I get to choose from and be like, oh well I like this one, and then I like this one and this one. So I don't really have a favorite because if I didn't have like all of them as friends and like shooting me, which I'm like so happy that they shoot me, like I wouldn't have like all the nice photos that I have now, so I can't really pick a favorite.
Speaking of photos, I know how some cosplayers they have like set up shops to sell photos and some of the prints that they do. Do you have one as well?
I do. I have a store envy, which I'm just gonna pick. I'm just gonna put this out here today. Toby was on Tumblr, and someone is doing a GoFundMe to open a store envy account, and I was confused because I was like, but store envy is free. I don't get why you need money to open a store envy account. I was confused. But yeah, Store Envy is free, and if you want to do your own print shop, I recommend Store Envy. They don't send out the stuff for you, though. You have to have some other way. You have to make the products yourself. So if you're doing prints, you have to find a print shop or go to, like, Staples. Or
We don't we don't do staples here. Not in this show. This is an Office Depot family. This is an Office Depot family.
Not in my house.
I actually, all of my prints are done through Fireball Printing, which I highly recommend them. Their website and is kind of confusing, but their customer service is like a 50 out of 10, and they will help you every step of the way if you're confused. If you send them the image and it's not how it's supposed to be sent, they will fix it for you so that it gets to you correctly. And the paper is so thick and beautiful that you actually don't even need to send it with cardboard to keep it nice in the mail. You could send the print by itself and it would be fine. It's so good quality. And when you get your prints in the mail, they come with Fireball candies.
Nice.
What?
That's interesting.
And they're super cheap. So, but I recommend them. But I do have a store envy, which I keep saying I have to update, and I keep forgetting. And I can't really update it till I get home, because this is not my computer.
Aw.
This is Toby's computer.
Let's see what else. Any more?
Da-da-da-da-da. Trying to think, what else do we have?
All right, this is a question that I normally ask everyone that comes on our show. If you have, I'm talking unlimited resources, money, a workspace, access to like high-end equipment.
You pretty much have Wayne Industries in your back pocket.
What cosplay would you want to do? Your dream. I'm talking your dream cosplay. Like dressed to the nines, everything working, all that stuff, props included.
Well, all right. Well, Toby's is Kanye West apparently.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
Toby said he would be Kanye West.
That's a lot of money just because of the skin alteration process right there. That's what would cost the most right there.
Oh my god. I'm actually looking at my cosplays I'd like to do folder.
Mm-hmm.
And I think probably the one, if I had all the money that would be done already, would probably be Kaneda from Akira, because then I wouldn't have to worry about waiting until I have the money saved. But that's like one that I'm definitely doing. It's just I have to wait until I have the money. Because it's so expensive.
I imagine, because just
Well, I
want
want
all the patches and
yeah.
Get the gun.
Well, no, the gun I'm gonna make.
Okay.
All that leather work, yeah, that's not gonna be cheap.
But like the jacket, I want to actually get the 25th anniversary jacket, and that's like $250.
oh.
It's genuine leather, exact replica, and it's the 25th anniversary jacket. I was like, I need it. I'm gonna get it probably in a few months, and I'm gonna just stare at my bank account and be like, was this a good idea?
Yes.
Yes.
And then I'll be like, yes.
Yes, it was.
I'll wear it every day, all day.
All
It was
day,
an
every
amazing
day.
idea.
It'll be worn before I even get the rest of the costume done. But I'll be okay with
Hey,
that.
then it'll look authentic.
It
Yep.
will.
Yeah, it would.
Let's see. What do you have any what are some tips for up and coming cosplayers? Like people that are, coming in trying to start their way in cosplay. What are some words of wisdom?
Don't look at what other people are doing and just join the crowd. Do whatever costume you want to do. If you're like, oh, everyone's doing Attack on Titan, maybe I should too and be cool like everyone. No, don't do it. If you want to do Attack on Titan, go ahead. But if you rather do like some other anime, go ahead and do that one instead. Like your friends are still gonna hang out with you even if you're not dressed up in the same outfit as they are. They're still going to chill with you. You're still going to have people to talk to. You might actually make new friends because you're doing something completely different than from what everyone else is doing. Because that was, when I first started, I wanted to only do stuff with friends. And now it's more like, oh, I want to do this. I'm just going to do this. I don't care. I still have people to hang out with. I don't care. So it's definitely something I would recommend. And also, it is totally okay to buy costumes. It's completely okay. I don't care what anyone says. It's completely okay. My High School of the Dead Ray costume, both of them, the bloody one and the clean one, I bought both of those. I just ripped up the bloody one. That was the only difference. I bought those, and that's like some of the people on my page, like those are their favorite ones, or like my Ray, and I'm just like, all I did was style the wig that I already had for like a few years now, and I ripped and put paint on this costume. So, all right, fine, like this picture, I don't care. I spent no time on this. Meanwhile, the ones that I'm like, oh, I spent like so much time on this, everyone's like 2 likes, but Ray is like 50, and I'm just like, oh, okay, fine, go ahead, like the one I didn't make. I always say that, like, the costumes I don't make are the ones that everyone likes. And I don't know how I should feel about that. Like, I didn't make my Asuna, and when I wore it last year at Kineticon, like, people were in love with that. They were like, oh, you make such a good Asuna, this is so perfect. I'm just like, I didn't make it. Didn't make it. Nope.
Thank you for thinking I'm pretty, though.
But I didn't make this.
I appreciate your likes and your attention, though.
But yeah, so definitely do whatever you want to do, and it's okay to buy costumes, and just have fun. Honestly, just have fun. I know whoever I guess asked that question probably says that, but really just have fun. Because if you're not having fun, don't continue cosplaying. Take a break. Maybe still go to conventions, but don't cosplay for a while until you're ready to have fun. Because otherwise, what's going to happen is that drama's going to come, and then more drama is going to be spread throughout the cosplay community, and that is not needed. So if you're having fun, stay. If you're not, take a break.
Exactly. It should be for fun. No one should really have to stress over a hobby.
Are you blind right now? You need help.
Toby can't see. Toby needs help. Toby can't find what Toby was looking for. Help him, master.
I might be killed mid-interview. Just saying.
That'd be the first time that's happened on camera, but okay.
I don't think we want to go in that direction, though.
I'm actually upset because I looked away for like a split second and he's gone now.
No, watch. He's
Don't
gonna
know
show
where
up
he
right behind
went.
your. He's gonna show up. He's gonna start crawling up behind your couch.
Oh, this is a bed.
Oh,
No, I was saying he's gonna be crawling up behind Maverick's couch.
Oh.
try that. Try that. Get smacked in the face with a hammer.
Hey,
Milner don't play. Milner sits across from me to the point where I can just grab him and sling him. Ugh, that was a lot of spit in my mouth.
let's take care of that real quick.
Yeah, I'm good. Hold on.
You take a break there, buddy?
I'm good.
Turn the camera off for a moment.
I'm good, bruh. Shit. But is there any more questions for you guys?
Yeah, I got some.
Yeah.
What in the world?
Pixie Belle,
Yes.
who is your biggest inspiration for anything you ever do?
Oh, Compachi Ramasama.
Damn fucking straight. Straight. I'm out.
Now,
No, the Toby is Compachi Ramasama cosplay. That's who Toby is.
He's so handsome.
He's so handsome.
You gotta notice me, senpai.
No, it's actually been Scott the whole time.
No way.
Whoa! Such a surprise.
Mind blown.
Such a surprise.
is there any questions for us or any more questions for the fans out there? Or do you guys have any more? Be sure to go ahead and type them in so we can get them on the air. And by the way, thank you guys for being really supportive and asking questions.
Yes.
Lots and lots of good questions.
It's always fun.
Interaction is fun.
It really is.
Interaction is good.
Oh,
What are we looking at?
I was just on Facebook.
Oh, it was on Facebook. Who's that?
Ghost.
What's his name? What's his name?
It ain't Toby.
yep.
So, his name is Toby? Ah, goddamn, I thought it was Kunta. Alright, we're good. Okay, I'm done ruining your interview.
This is too funny. You're not ruining
It's
anything.
great.
You're not.
He got that costume yesterday for $30.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Not yesterday, Saturday night for $30. And he pulled a prank on me, and it did not end well.
What happened?
It did not end well.
No, you don't talk to him.
You got punched in the face.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, he did. I like lifted up
Aw.
his mask like really fast, and in doing so, like I hit him.
I cried. Cried, and I went on Tumblr and complained about it.
That's my jacket.
I don't know.
Oh, speaking of Tumblr, what do you feel? How do you feel about the whole DashCon debacle?
GamCon
You didn't want to
2014.
hear about it. I was trying to tell her about it last night. She's like, "Fuck you, Scott. I'm going to bed." And I was just like, "Oh, I got all this information about ball pits and like welcome to Night Vale." And she's like, "Scott, shut your bitch mouth."
Exactly.
Go to bed. And
We
my
should
wife
totally-
cried Rocky.
We should totally have a ball pit at our next panel.
No, they sound like this all the time.
That was horrible. Did you even try?
No.
What's going on? Let me understand.
Not do a panel inside a ball pit.
No, he actually was trying to tell me about DashCon, and I was watching something.
Oh, I showed her the video
Outlaw
of them
Star.
trying to get all, like that money in the very beginning.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
was just not interested. I was just like, I don't really care. It's Tumblr.
You were busy watching Outlaw Star.
In my head I was. I was just zoned out, and it was playing in my head.
I don't know if I can.
Just the scene of Hilda being a badass.
What?
Just the scene of Hilda being a badass.
Yeah. Her in her underwear.
Yep.
Being badass. That's how I like to remember her. Her in her underwear. I'm pretty sure that's how Jean likes to remember her also.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a good chance of that.
We all know what happened in that scene.
What happened to that scene?
Yep.
Starroom became a man. That's what happened.
What kind of show is this?
Yeah, LSR.
What kind of show is this one?
No,
No?
stop.
Okay.
This is when you start throwing dollars at them.
Oh my god, I just saw what you do with the mask. Wait, I want to show it. Can you give me... So he put his mask on his wig head. Like this.
Placeholder.
I really want to do a Naruto cosplay someday. I've been trying to persuade Christina to do it.
Yeah, I just can't figure out who to be from Naruto. I want to be Sakura. But when she has the chakra point on her forehead.
Mhm.
And he wants to be Sasori?
Yep, or Kimimaru.
Sasori from the Akatsuki. He's the puppet guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
But he wants a puppet.
oh, don't fuck with that.
Or Kimimaru.
Or a
But
Kimimaru.
I want bones sticking out of me.
Bone guy. And I said no. Because Kimimaru haunts my nightmares.
He did.
That was the most fucked up thing. I was just like, nope, not watching
He
this.
gave one of the best fights in the Naruto. Like that was one of the best
No,
fights of
no.
Rock Lee.
Rock Lee
No,
was
the best
drunk.
fight is Rock Lee and Gaara.
The first time they fought, right?
Yeah.
I like Drunk Rock Lee though. Drunk Rock Lee was fun.
Anytime it's Rock Lee fighting is fun.
That's true.
Best
When you
character.
cosplay Rock Lee, you're going to have to get drunk.
I'll just have to get drunk as Rock Lee.
Yeah,
We'll
that first time.
we'll have to remake that scene.
And I'll be Guy Sensei.
You'll be Guy Sensei.
Get your little jug and keep walking.
And I told Scott, I was like, I'm not allowed to kiss you when I'm Rock Lee because I ain't shipping Rock Lee and Guy Sensei.
All
Nope.
the Tumblr girls are just
And
everywhere.
I'll be mad. I would be mad. That's something I will not ship is Rock Lee and
Some of the girls would love it. Are you kidding me? I love that stuff.
I've
seen Supernatural.
Guy Sensei's like a dad. No.
We have one more question, and I think we can go ahead and make this the last one to wrap this up.
Alrighty.
Unless anyone else has anything else that they would like to add.
That's about it.
Nah.
Let's see, Alex. I think it's DeFrancesco. I probably mispronounced that, and I apologize. Future group cosplays you would like to do with cosplay friends and senpai.
And Senpai.
Not Legend of Dragoon. I am not interested whatsoever to do Legend of Dragoon. Ever.
Aww.
Oh.
My name's Christina. I'm not Scott. Scott's dreams should be broken, and you should not be allowed to do it.
I don't want to be her because she's
It
stupid.
doesn't matter.
She's stupid.
Best character.
He wants me to be the main girl in Legend of Goon. I can't even remember her name. I hate her so
Shauna.
much. Shauna. I can't
Oh,
stand.
the
Vulgar.
one who pretty much is the archer.
Yeah, I can't stand her. The whole time I was playing Legend of Goon, all I kept thinking was the that meme of the girlfriend meme, the one who's like the the girlfriend who's like too close meme.
Psycho girlfriend.
Yeah, psycho girlfriend meme. That's all I kept thinking about as I was playing this game with her, and I was like, no, I really hate this character. Anytime I had an option where I had to do something with her, I picked the other thing because I hated her so much.
Damn, just not want to spend time with her at all.
No. She's like, hey, you want to hang out with Sean? I was like, nope.
No.
Go do something
Bye,
else.
Felicia. Bye,
You
Felicia.
have to do it? Nope, I don't care.
Wow.
No, that Alex wants to do a group of that. That's probably why he asked. But I wanted to do a Thundercats group, and I still want to do that. I still want to be Chitara, but from the new one because
I don't need one now.
not old. I like the old Thundercats. Don't get me wrong, but I really like Chitara's design in the new one.
Oh, no.
The 2011, 12? I don't know when that anime was. But as for like groups coming up, is Byron okay? Is he laughing somewhere?
I didn't do it.
Oh, he'll be fine.
Yeah, he
He'll respawn later. He'll be alright.
Back.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
As far as like groups though, I am doing Bravely Default, and that's gonna be a group of 4 people with me. That's for Katsucon. As far as like other big groups, like I'm guessing more like 3 or more people. I don't really have any totally planned. I kind of wing it for most times. Like if I have material, like if I have a list of costumes that I want to get done, and if I happen to have materials close enough to start some of it, I will start that costume even if it's not supposed to be done yet, and just like finish that and do that. Because that's probably another reason why I have a lot of costumes. Because I'm just like, oh, I have that material. Let me just make this. There's a con coming up, and I'd like to have a new costume. Because again, I'm an adult and I have no self-control.
You're 4. Please donate to
That's your
our-
catchphrase, by the way, people.
My catchphrase is I'm an adult. I think that would definitely be my catchphrase if I had one.
adult cosplay.
And I mean that in the sense that I have no self-control whatsoever with anything.
Christina has one. One more.
Okay.
What do you think about Wonderflex and Warbler Girl?
Was it spelled like girl?
G-U-R-L.
Okay,
G.
that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
You're a Wonderflex girl.
Wonderflex
The
girl.
power of Wonderflex.
No, I have never used either, so I really don't know anything about them. My go-to with armor is craft foam. I like craft foam. I made my Jace armor out of craft foam and plaster cloth, and I regret using the plaster cloth at all because it like leaves marks all over my jumpsuit when I wear it.
Oh.
Because I didn't sand it enough on the inside, so it's got like plaster dust will come off my costume, and it's black, so I have to like really get that off because otherwise you see it. And I started a Gundam Girl costume that I have yet to finish, just because I think I might have not enough attention span to finish this costume. And I was using Ava foam for it, and it's the shoulder pieces are okay. That's what I did was the shoulder pieces. So I guess like I only really have experience in craft foam and Ava foam. I never really used Wonderflex or Warbler, so I don't really know which is better. I've seen tutorials on both, and it seems like Warbler's easier to use, so I guess Warbler I'd pick.
It's just really expensive.
Oh yeah, that's
It
why I
really
haven't
is.
tried it yet, because it's too expensive. Maybe I'll start a
I
GoFundMe
got
to get a piece of Warbler.
Just a
but
square 4 block.
that's a corrugated plastic. It's fun to work with too. I got a bunch of it in my shed.
Yeah,
I'm
I've
working
heard
on.
of that. But
Yeah, I'm using it to make my 08th MS Team Gundam.
don't you need like special stuff to cut it and to work with it though? Because it's plastic.
Not really.
Gun.
Exacto knives. It's about 4 centimeters thick.
Hmm.
So basically, exacto knives, heat guns, clamps, zip ties, adhesive. That's really about it.
That
It's
shield's
a craft
awesome.
foam.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. What is it?
It's insulation foam.
Oh, insulation
And we're
foam.
almost suffocated while making it.
That's insulation foam.
Let me see the back of that. Yeah. His shields have gotten so much better.
He makes props more than I do. The only time I ever really need to use like anything that would I guess be similar to like Warbler is when I'm making armor, and I don't usually do armor costumes that much because I don't like making armor personally. They look cool, but I don't have the time.
You'll eventually find time.
Oh yeah.
With like how much I work, I really only have like nighttime during the week, and then I have weekends off. But that's when I have to do every errand that I ever need to do. Is because that's the only days I have off.
Ah.
So it kind of sucks. Also, I apologize if this is supposed to not be cursing, and I cursed a few times.
This is not a
That's
PG
fine.
show. We're not WWE. This is not PG.
No, it's not PG, so you could strip like you wanted to.
Motherfucker.
We can give him some music if he needs it.
He was gonna strip before. He was like slowly.
I'm gonna play some classical music for him.
The best,
Yeah.
the best anime ever made is called Free, and I've been practicing for the past 3 days
Oh, okay.
to do the strip. No, I
I'll
don't
let
have.
you do it.
I don't have.
I'll
room
let you
in
do
here.
it.
No, I have 0 room in here.
I'll move.
That's still not gonna have enough room.
I'll move the camera.
Yo, I have a very big ass. I'm not. I don't know these people.
I moved the camera for you and everything.
I can't do it here.
Oh,
I wouldn't
Oh,
even-
he's shy. He's camera shy. It's
No, my
okay.
camera's
Yeah.
fine.
He learned how to do. I don't know if you've seen it in Free, the new season. Was it the ending credits?
And credits.
The ending credits. For some reason, they're all strippers. And Rin, the shark.
Oh,
Shark bait.
Yeah. Jaws.
Jaws 3D.
Jaws
Jaws
3D.
3D. You ran out of
Wow.
good, didn't you? I used all the good ones in the first 2 episodes, man. I'm sorry.
I can't with the parody. The parody's too funny. But in the new season of Free, the end credits when they're strippers, Rin is a cop, and he's doing this like hip thing.
Gyrating.
Yeah, he's like gyrating, and Scott learned how to do it, and he's been doing it all weekend. Like all over the convention, he's just doing it because
That's gonna
he's
be
so
my next
proud of himself.
cosplay.
That's his next cosplay. In case anyone's wondering, he's going to be stripper cop, Shark Man.
Ah, he's got to get the teeth. Come on,
Yeah.
gotta get the teeth.
He wants to. He wants to have the razor teeth. So that's Scott's next costume. I think mine is gonna be Rock Lee because I think after this video I'm gonna go look at green suits for the
Okay.
big.
Body suits. Well, not
Yeah.
body
I don't-
leotards.
I
Full
don't
body
know.
leotard.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to get it like tight or like a little loose because in the anime it looks like it's kind of loose on him. But then there's certain parts where it looks like it's tight, so I don't know. I don't know.
I believe that we have any other questions or comments, concerns.
I'm concerned about life.
We all are.
I'm not saying anything.
Because we're adults. Because you're an adult. That's why you're
I'm an
concerned.
adult.
We're all responsible.
Oh, I would like to say something.
Yes.
Argentina did not win.
Follow your dreams.
Argentina did not win.
Christina did
Call
win.
that shit. I really thought the World Cup was going to be Germany and Netherlands, but I at least called that Germany was going to be in the World Cup this year. And it was.
figured Germany was going to win, but
I thought Brazil was going to take it home. Like,
How?
you know, I thought they were going to win. Like, I thought, okay. After the U.S. got knocked out, I was like, okay, well, Brazil. Just going to go with Brazil, and then they got destroyed.
7-1.
It's because all the teams that Brazil went against during the World Cup were not teams that like would have gave them a hard match anyway. And then when they finally went against the hard match teams, they lost badly. AKA going against Germany and losing by 6 points.
I don't know what she's talking about because I follow American sports. So
Every 4 years, you play football.
there's only one kind of football. I was thinking soccer.
But all right, Pixie, do you want to plug your page and whatnot? Let the fans know how to get up with you and touch with you and support you and things.
Sure. I mean, I don't. The only thing that I have that like you can even like get stuff from me is my store envy. I don't really ever plan on doing a GoFundMe or anything like that. I just joke about it a lot because I'll sometimes go on GoFundMe and see like some ridiculous things and I'm just like, really? But I would actually like to plug one GoFundMe that I think everyone should totally check out. It's for my friend Kayla. She had something really horrible happen to her and her family, and she lost a lot of like her costumes, and they lost a lot of their things. And there's a GoFundMe started by one of her friends to help them, just help the family get back together and raise money for them. And should I send you on Facebook the link so you could put it up?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, hold on. I have to find it.
And what's her cosplayer name? Since she says she's a cosplayer.
It's Avalon Cosplay.
Okay.
It's her cosplay name. I want to plug that in. I have to. Where is this now? I know I showed it on my page. But that's definitely a GoFundMe. I think everyone should actually check out. Yeah, she's. I cosplay with her a lot. If you are on my page at all, you would have seen her by now at least a few times. She was the Sailor Mars when I was Sailor Venus, and she was the Ryoku when I was Mako. So she's been on my page a few times. As for my stuff, my page is on Facebook. It's just facebook.com/thepixiebelle. That's where most of my stuff gets posted.
Okay.
I have a Tumblr, which is pixiebellcosplay.tumblr.com, and that one, like, it's... Oh, here, I found it, okay.
Those are the Old Spice whistle.
What? Wait, what
I heard
happened?
the Old Spice whistle come from someone.
Oh, did you whistle?
I did not whistle whatsoever.
I don't know. I don't know what just
How
happened.
high are you? I mean, I'm gonna get on
But
the
your Tumblr and whatnot, you said the
Okay, so I sent you the GoFundMe. The Tumblr is pixiebellcosplay.tumblr.com. It does have music when you play, but it is memories from Cowboy Bebop. So it's a good song that plays.
Okay.
It's that music box song from the Venus episode.
Yeah.
My favorite song.
Waltz for Venus.
Yep. I love that music box song. That and then Blue are like my two favorite songs from Cowboy Bebop. I'm in love with that music. My store envy, I guess I'll put in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, just want to get the actual link. What's his name? Sorry, I should have probably been prepared with this. I apologize.
It's all
fine.
good.
I don't have these things memorized. It's pixiebellcosplay.storenv, and it's only one E in store NV because every time I go on, I spell it wrong. Because I keep writing store and then NV. It's store NV with just one E between the two words. And I mean, all the links are on my Facebook too. So, Val, do you want me to send those to you too?
No, I'll get those. I have those.
Okay. And I have a Twitter, but I don't really use it, so I'm not even gonna plug it. It's connected to my Tumblr. You can find it on there, but I don't really ever go on Twitter or Instagram. I apologize to anyone who only follow people through them. I just can't remember to do all those things.
Because you're an adult.
Because I'm an
It's
adult.
hard.
Yeah. It's hard being an adult.
It's so hard.
That's it.
I cry every
Struggle
time.
is real.
I cry every time.
Like this. Like this if you cry every time.
Like this if you cry every time. Your stapler thing's broken.
What's broken?
Stapler.
But that's not stapler. That's a tape.
It's
That's a
a
tape.
tape
thing.
dispenser, sorry.
How did you get
I
stapler
don't
and
know.
tape confused?
I'm gonna go.
You're going
The
to
struggle is real.
Yeah. To the point where
Wow.
you can't
Okay.
distinguish office supplies. But on that note, beat your pair of bills for me, bruh.
Alright, so thank you guys for tuning in and watching us. If you would, please click the subscribe button down here if you enjoyed us. Also, go ahead and follow us on Facebook if you would. That's facebook.com/Omake Ikuze, all one word, so it's OMAKEIKUZE. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, topics for future shows, anything of the sort, please go ahead and email us. It is omake.ikuze@gmail.com. Other than that, please, we hope you enjoyed, and if you want to, go ahead and please tune in
Sunday.
this coming Sunday for our usual weekly round robin. We did have a special episode last night dealing with DashCon, but that was a one-off thing. But
And I have a interview that I'm doing on Wednesday at 7 for the RPGs for Charities. So I'll be taking
Okay.
care of that.
But Pixie Belle, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Been a pleasure. And to the rest
A lot of laughs.
of you out there, we will see you next time, so take care.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Folks.
Bye.